What's up, guys? It's Gardy B with the Jenkins Jonez show. As always, I'm here with my good internet buddies, Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
What's up, guys?
With Jethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's up, bubbas? And if you fuck with us, you want to see more of our content, please jump on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, let's talk about, by far to me, and obviously we already mentioned Book's injury, but of all of the crazy games, and it's been a great playoff so far, the one that's by far the most shocking to me is the Pelicans getting a split in Phoenix. And I know Book got hurt, but the Pelicans were up when he got hurt too. I mean, they earned a 1-1 split with Book being out. We'll see. I mean, I don't necessarily think the Pelicans are going to win, but God, they're playing game 3 to go up 2-1 at home. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. And that Pelicans team has really arrived early, man. I did not think they were. You guys talked about in a previous show, CJ gets so much credit, for we're really seeing what he can do out there, as the front veteran guy. But fuck, I did not see this shit being a 1-1. I thought this was I was barely going to bother to watch this series.
BI, you've been peeping that? You've been peeping BI in that series?
Oh,
Yeah.
At 37 last game.
Sheesh.
Different.
What I will say is it was when it took them 30 points from Booker in the first half to be up 5 going into half. You know what I'm saying? And when Booker was out, they got their ass cooked. And Booker not being there for these 2 games and the way they're playing, starting off in the season, they were the fact that they even made the play-in was wild to us. They started off 3-16 or some shit. They're a totally different team from from that team that we saw early in the season. With CJ in there, BI looking great, you feel me? I could see them without Booker 2-2, 3-1 maybe. Booker may come back and shit may not be sweet, bro. And with Booker, they could come back from that deficit. But I don't know, G.
It's blood in the water right now.
Blood,
and I think that's part of why
might not make it out
up.
this series. The Suns might not make it out this series.
If you're a championship aspirational team, you really don't win championships if you sweat this much in the first round from what we've seen historically. You know what I mean? If you sweat this much in the first round, as we think it might go with Book out, teams that they see the fucking, the weaknesses in your armor, they know what to attack, and you're probably out of there before you can get to the finals or win the finals. So I don't know. This is of course, I hope Book can come back as soon as possible at full strength, but I don't know, man. It's something, because the first game, the Pels were making them sweat a bit too. They went down big early, and then they came back late in third before Phoenix pulled
Chris
away.
Paul had to go God mode in the fourth.
Yeah, Chris Paul had to go all-time great point guard mode in the fourth to pull that shit off. So I don't know, man. We'll see.
And he's missing at least 2 games, right? It could be more.
Yeah.
Also, that's a lingering injury.
And it's a hammy. It's a
lingering.
So,
he's not going to be
100%.
healthy again until the season's over. You know what I'm saying? Fully healthy. So
that's the other thing that I wanted to say about Chris Paul, because he played that fourth quarter in game 1 was a perfect quarter of basketball, basically. And then he just didn't really have it in game 2. And I heard what Chuck said on Inside afterwards. I thought was a really interesting point, where he said, as someone who played late into my age, I had a long career. What I'll tell you is, and I thought about this after game 1, because, Chuck's a big Suns fan. He's rooting for the Suns right now.
Yeah.
He said, the difference is, if you're an all-time great, you still have it when you're old, but you don't have it the next night or the night after that. And he said, when I got deep into my career, if I turned it all the way up, I put the gas pedal all the way down, it would take 2 or 3 games sometimes before I really felt bouncy and I had it again. And I think that I do think we saw that from Chris Paul. And especially if Book's missing time, they can't have him at, I'm old and I can do it every 2 or 3 games. You know what I mean? They just, I don't think that their margin of victory, that margin of victory got real fucking small with that Devin Booker injury. So we'll see what happens. But look, we and everyone else is Suns Bucks rematch. And Tyler, you just said it. The teams in the finals don't usually sweat that much, and both those teams are sweaty as fuck right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
The Bucks is Go ahead. The
Go
Bucks
ahead.
are playing a
No, you
better
go ahead.
team. You know what I'm saying? Like the Suns are the number one
sure.
team in the
Yeah.
fucking West. They're playing the worst team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like the worst. They had the worst record coming into the playoffs, and there's been 2 good games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even with Book there, like you said, it would have been a hard fought win if they were to play, if he was to finish out game 2. So just 2 days ago, we were like, the Suns will cook the Warriors if they played the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be a good series, bruh. I mean, that's how quick the playoffs change, like you were saying, Mike. You know what I mean? That's how quick the shit changes.
And what I love about it, because I think you almost have to lean into the overreactions. It could be just as much the other direction. We record again in a couple of days. Like, it's just every game is so important. That's what makes the shit so fun.